Dr. Zeigler's had a large impact on me, going all the way back to when I was a student here in the 80s. I took my first distance ed course from him. It was a history telecourse. He was very collaborative with his students. He was very clear on his expectations. He was wonderful. Of course, we do have a running joke. The reason why I majored in mathematics was because I took him for history. What I'm going to miss most about Dr. Zeigler is camaraderie. The way he makes us all feel. He listens to us. He takes into account what we have to say. And he reaches out to everybody to get input on every decision he makes.
I would say that impact is significant. I have been working with him closely for almost 25 years now. Started out in the faculty senate when he was president and I was secretary, and has continued since then. He is really a teacher and a mentor. He has really helped me to be able to become better at what I do, and has given me guidance, but also led by example. So I appreciate him for his support and for his years that he's been here, and for what he's done for this college, and for what he's done for me personally.
The impact that Dr. Zeigler has made on me and on my organization has been profound, to say the least. He's always accessible. I know there's been many times where I've called his secretary up and 15 minutes later have been on the phone with Dr. Zeigler.
One thing that really inspired me was how creative, imaginative he was, and trying to encourage people to get into a new method of teaching a course. He interviewed me for the job of the Dean of Professional and Technical Education. I had always thought about this question, and sure enough, he asked it, "What kind of tree would you be if you would be a tree?" And I said, "A willow." And he said, "Why?" And I said, "Because I can adapt to change." And I think he probably liked that answer. The thing I'll miss the most about Dr. Zeigler is his positive attitude. No matter what happens, he's always looks at the bright side of things. He's always like, okay, this happened. Now what are we going to do?
For me, I can remember almost 6 years ago being interviewed for the dean position when I came here from Houston. One of the things that he impressed upon me through the course of these last 6 years is to be patient, to listen, and to always communicate effectively.
What I miss the most about Dr. Zeigler is, quite frankly, everything about him. Being around him is affirming, it's positive, it's a place where you feel safe, you feel like your work matters, you feel like you have a voice. But I also miss his intelligence and commitment to education, which just surrounds everything he does, the teams that he helps to lead, and the work that he helps to put into motion. He just made you feel like everything was okay, that he understood you, that he valued you, and that he saw a great big picture of which you are a vital and important part. But he never panicked. He never overreacted. He just always gave a very strong sense of a firm hand at the tiller.
Dr. Z has had a great impact on me. He answers questions off the cuff. I've tried to stump the guy several times. It doesn't happen. He always has an answer. And even if he doesn't have an answer, truthfully, he will tell you he doesn't have an answer. But when we come back next week, he'll have an answer, and a good one.
The thing that I'm going to miss the most about Dr. Zeigler is the laughter in the office, and his great sense of humor, and his ability not to take himself too seriously, which I think is a real important thing in a leader, not to take yourself too seriously. The biggest impact that Dr. Zeigler has had on me is to not to be too rigid in your decisions, to have flexibility. That's something that I've experienced about him, is that he's willing to listen, that I've appreciated, is that he's willing to listen to everyone.
Dr. Zeigler was my American history professor in the late 70s. I would have to say that he's probably my most favorite professor. He made history interesting. He always liked the treats. and I like to bake, so he was always complimenting me. So I will miss his compliments too.
Oh, well, my experience with Dr. Zeigler is he's a great leader. Just an awesome leader, just a good person to work with, just very open, very easy to talk to. Just I love this open door policy with him. And just very comfortable and able to speak to him with any problem or any situation you have. What I'm going to miss about Dr. Zeigler is all the sweets in the office. That's what I'm going to miss about Dr. Zeigler. Maybe one with a big sweet tooth also. I'm going to miss that. I'm going to miss just our laughing and our joking in the office. Going to miss that also. But just having such a good person, just having such a great boss, I'm going to miss that.